It was the beginning of a new year, and everyone in the bustling city of Lagos seemed drawn to one name, Tunde Ayoji. A charismatic life coach and entrepreneur, Tunde's social media feeds were filled with motivational speeches, images of luxury cars, and promises of a better life. He painted a picture so perfect it was impossible to ignore. If you want to be successful, follow me. I'll teach you everything you need to know to become rich, respected, and powerful. Tunde's voice boomed in one of his viral videos. The captions below read, "Your success story starts now." Among his captivated audience was Kioma, a young fashion designer struggling to grow her business. Every day, Kioma scrolled through Tunde's posts, feeling inspired and desperate to change her life. She had tried everything: business loans, online tutorials, and even late nights crafting designs, but nothing seemed to work. Tunde's words felt like a lifeline. "This man is different," Kioma told her best friend Ada. "He's not just another influencer. He really seems to care about helping people." Ada, skeptical, raised an eyebrow. "Kioma, don't believe everything you see online. These people know how to sell dreams." But Kioma was undeterred. She signed up for Tunde's exclusive mentorship program, a steep and 40,000 fee that promised direct access to his secrets of success. The first week was magical. Tunde hosted webinars filled with motivational talks and practical tips. His personal success stories, from growing up in the slums to becoming a millionaire, were nothing short of inspiring. Kioma felt like she had finally found her guide. But beneath the glittering facade, not everything was as it seemed. 2 months into the mentorship program, Kioma noticed something odd. Tunde's advice became repetitive, offering no new insights. His webinars, once vibrant and engaging, now felt like rehashed versions of previous sessions. One day, Kioma raised her hand during a live Q&A session. "Tunde, I've followed your steps, but my business isn't growing. What should I do differently?" Tunde smiled, his charm radiating through the screen. "Kioma, success takes time. Keep investing in yourself and trust the process." The answer felt vague, but Kioma pushed her doubts aside. After all, he was the expert. But then, more red flags emerged. Members of the mentorship group began sharing complaints in a private WhatsApp chat. "I paid extra for one-on-one coaching, but he keeps canceling our sessions," lamented Demalola, a tech entrepreneur. "His strategies don't work," another member, Chuka, added. "I've spent over $100,000 and I'm worse off than when I started." Kioma's heart sank. Could it be that Tunde wasn't the savior he appeared to be? The doubts gnawed at her, but her desire to believe was stronger. Behind closed doors, Tunde's true nature began to reveal itself. Unbeknownst to his followers, his wealth wasn't built on smart investments or hard work, but on the very people he claimed to help. Tunde's inner circle, his personal assistants and business partners, knew the truth. One of them, Say, had grown increasingly uncomfortable with the deception. Late one night, she confronted him. "Tunde, people are spending their last savings on your programs. Don't you feel any responsibility?" she asked. Tunde shrugged. "Say, they're paying for a dream. Whether they achieve it or not is up to them." The words chilled her to the bone. Tunde wasn't a mentor, he was a master manipulator. He had perfected the art of selling hope, knowing full well that most people would never succeed. Kioma's turning point came when her cousin, Uch, decided to join Tunde's program after seeing her posts about it. Uch was a university student with limited funds, and Kioma felt a pang of guilt. "Are you sure about this?" Kioma asked him. "You've been glowing since you started following Tunde," Uch replied. "If it worked for you, it'll work for me." That night, Kioma couldn't sleep. Was she leading others into a trap? She began investigating Tun's past, combing through old interviews and news articles. What she found shocked her. Years ago, Tun had been embroiled in a scandal involving fraudulent schemes. He had rebranded himself as a life coach to escape his tarnished reputation. The pieces of the puzzle finally clicked. Determined to expose the truth, Kioma reached out to a journalist named Kummel, who had previously reported on Tun's controversies. Together, they began gathering evidence, interviewing disgruntled followers and former employees. Kummel's article, titled "The Man Behind the Mirage, Tun Ioji's Empire of Lies," went viral within hours of publication. The once beloved mentor found himself at the center of public outrage. As the storm of accusations against Tun grew louder, Kioma and Kummel dug deeper into the tactics he used to manipulate his followers. They discovered that Tun's strategies were not random. They were part of a calculated playbook designed to exploit human vulnerabilities. One tactic was his use of scarcity. Tun often claimed his mentorship slots were limited, creating a sense of urgency among his followers. "If you don't act now, you might lose the chance to change your life," he would say, pushing people to make hasty financial decisions. Another was the illusion of exclusivity. Tun's private events, which cost additional fees, were marketed as elite gatherings for serious go-getters. But former attendees revealed they were little more than glorified pep talks. The sense of being part of an exclusive club kept followers hooked, even when results were non-existent. Kioma began to see how she too had fallen for these tactics. Reflecting on her initial excitement, she realized how Tun's charisma and persuasive language had blinded her to the warning signs. The more she uncovered, the angrier she became. The fallout from Kummel's exposé was immediate. Social media platforms lit up with heated debates about Tun Ioji's integrity. On one side were his staunch supporters, fiercely defending him. They flooded the comments sections, branding the article as a smear campaign orchestrated by jealous individuals. "Tun changed my life," a follower posted under a trending hashtag. "These are lies. People just don't want to put in the hard work." On the other side were those who resonated with Kioma's revelations. They began to share their own experiences, stories of financial ruin, emotional manipulation, and shattered dreams. Kioma found herself thrust into the spotlight. Messages poured in, ranging from heartfelt gratitude to vicious insults. "You're a hero, Kioma," one message read. "Thank you for speaking out." But not all were supportive. "Why are you tearing a good man down?" another accused. "You're just bitter because you didn't succeed." Despite the backlash, Kioma held firm. She knew that standing up against a figure as influential as Tun wouldn't be easy. Her resolve only deepened when a mother of three, Bola, reached out privately. "I sold my children's school laptops to afford Tun's program," Bola confessed tearfully. "Now we have nothing." These stories strengthened Kioma's determination. She decided to go live on her social media platforms to address the growing controversy. The live stream was nerve-wracking. Thousands of viewers tuned in, eager to hear Kioma's side of the story. Some were supporters, others were detractors waiting to pick apart her narrative. Kioma began by recounting her journey, from her humble beginnings as a struggling fashion designer to her entanglement with Tun's program. She laid bare her aspirations, vulnerabilities, and the moments when her trust began to waver. "I'm not here to destroy anyone," she said, her voice steady despite her pounding heart. "I'm here to tell the truth. Tun's promises are built on false hope. He preys on our dreams, our desperation, and our trust." She shared screenshots of messages from other victims and played a recorded audio clip from one of Tun's private seminars, where he dismissed unsuccessful members as lazy and undeserving. The evidence was damning. Questions flooded the comment section. Why didn't you speak out earlier? What do you hope to achieve by doing this? Are you planning to sue him? Kioma addressed each question patiently, emphasizing her goal wasn't revenge, but awareness. Unsurprisingly, Tund responded swiftly. He released a polished video statement, framed with cinematic visuals and soothing background music. These accusations are baseless, he began, his tone calm and measured. I've dedicated my life to helping others succeed. Sadly, not everyone is ready for the journey, and it's easier to blame others than to take responsibility. The video went viral, amassing millions of views within hours. His followers rallied behind him, posting #WeStandWithTund and sharing glowing testimonials about how his mentorship had transformed their lives. Meanwhile, Kioma faced threats from anonymous accounts. You're ruining a good man's reputation, one message warned. You'll regret this. The stress began to take a toll, but Kioma refused to back down. She leaned on Kunnel, whose journalistic experience became invaluable. Tund's fighting to protect his empire, Kunnel said during one of their late-night strategy sessions. But the truth always wins, we just need more evidence. The tide began to turn when more victims came forward. Kunnel's investigative skills uncovered a disturbing pattern. Tund's programs had left hundreds in financial ruin. Some had taken loans, sold properties, or borrowed from family members to afford his high-ticket mentorship fees. One victim, Kemi, shared how she'd sold her mother's farmland to join Tund's elite coaching circle, only to receive generic advice she could have found online for free. Another, Chitty, recounted how the failure to succeed under Tund's program had led him into depression. I thought I was the problem, Chitty admitted. I blamed myself for not being good enough. These stories painted a grim picture of Tund's empire. It wasn't just about money, it was about the psychological damage inflicted on those who trusted him. Kioma realized this wasn't just about exposing one man's deceit, it was about healing a community. Encouraged by the outpouring of support, Kioma decided to create a support network for those affected by Tund's schemes. She called it the Rising Phoenix, symbolizing rebirth and resilience. The group quickly gained traction, hosting online forums where members could share their experiences, exchange advice, and rebuild their confidence. For Kioma, this wasn't just about seeking justice, it was about creating something positive out of the chaos. She also found herself inspired to return to her passion for fashion, launching a new collection named Authenticity. I lost myself chasing shortcuts, she admitted in one of her posts. But I've learned that real success is built on honesty, hard work, and self-belief. The tides began to shift when Kioma and Kunnel decided to take their findings directly to the people. They organized an online town hall meeting, inviting former mentees to share their experiences. The turnout was staggering, hundreds of people logged in, many of them ready to break their silence. I trusted Tund with my savings, said Ezen, a single mother who had lost nearly $70,000. I thought I was investing in my future, but all I got was heartbreak and debt. Another participant, Ifani, revealed how Tund's promises had led him to abandon a stable job. He made it sound like success was just a matter of mindset, Ifani explained. But no amount of positive thinking can replace real skills and hard work. The town hall became a turning point, with many attendees realizing they were not alone. Kioma saw tears of relief on their faces as they shared their stories. It was a collective awakening, a moment of truth that shattered Tund's carefully constructed image. Kunnel compiled these testimonials into a follow-up article, this time focusing on the emotional and financial toll of Tund's schemes. The article was titled, "The Real Cost of False Hope: Stories from Tund IOG's Victims." It painted a damning picture of a man who had built his empire on the backs of the vulnerable. Despite the growing backlash, Tund remained defiant. He took to social media, calling the accusations a smear campaign. "People hate to see others succeed," he claimed in a video. But his words rang hollow as more and more people came forward to expose the truth. The story didn't just stay online. It caught the attention of regulatory authorities, who began investigating Tund's operations. For the first time, his empire showed signs of crumbling. Thanks for watching this video. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And also turn on notification bell so that uploaded video reaches you first. Thanks.